Hey, mamas and friends, welcome to Unplugged with Just Wit, the uplifting podcast where we dive into faith, family, and motherhood. I'm your host, Just Wit, and I am beyond excited to have you here with me. So let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome back to Unplugged with Just Wit, and today I have my girls with me. We outside. Now, they have had a little bit of wine, so excuse their behavior. And this might be a little janky, but hey, we are here. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because I'm just not gonna do it. So I'm gonna pick on Rebekkah first. So Rebekkah, you want to tell the people just a short little sweet thing about you?
Hey y'all, I'm Rebekkah. I am a mom of one, a new mom. My baby is 8 months. Bonus mom of one. And I'm a skincare enthusiast, passion for IT, and I'm a quality assurance analyst.
All right. And Miss Shantae over here.
Hi, I'm Shantae. I'm a mother of twin boys. I have a passion for IT as well. I'm a digital project manager. And I also enjoy learning, education, and video games.
All right. So let's get into this episode. I met Shantae and Rebekkah in around 2017. We worked at Monopoly together, and during that time we learned a great deal about each other and we supported each other really. They are really the reason why I got through. I think we the reason why each other got through day to day because it was a very toxic work environment. Let's not go down that road. Okay.
If y'all want to talk about
So that's how I met these wonderful young ladies, and the experience is priceless. So I will let you guys hear from Rebekkah, and she will tell you how she got started in her IT career. Because low key, y'all, we are Black women in IT.
Yeah.
Yes, come through. Gang. So Rebekkah, just give us a few sentences on how, maybe even like, because you and Shantae knew each other beforehand. So how you got started, woo, all the things.
Yeah, so we met in 2013. We both was in this class called Year Up together. And she was a class ahead of me. So she was class 6, I was class 7. And basically they teach you IT skills. They put you through a 6-month internship. And I was at Exelon. So I can say the company, right? Okay. And that was like my entry into IT. And then she got a job at Monopoly, which is our little inside name for the company. It's kind of like an ex-boyfriend. You don't want to say their name. So Monopoly is the name. And she put me on, and I've been in quality assurance ever since.
All right. Yeah. So Monopoly is definitely an inside joke because we're going to have jokes about it. And I'm going to just leave it at that because I really don't know where this conversation is heading. But what did they be saying? The names and voices of people have been changed for dramatic purposes.
That is exactly what we're
Yes. So next up, we're going to have Shantae give us like an overview of how she went from rags to riches, rags to riches, rags. No,
I mean, we getting there.
we getting there because where did you start off at? And now I'm just excited that she's a project manager like me. I'm a little biased, so you are on it. You a PM like me, G.
I am, man. They working me like one too, but we.
And Shantae, I give you the mic.
So I got started 2014, graduated in the winter. I interned at Cook County. And then I started in QA and did QA up until around end of 2019 at Monopoly. And then after that, I got started with Europe on a national level and kind of helping them plan their events with like corporate partners and their alumni. And that's kind of how I got the knack for project management. And I currently work for a company as the digital project manager. And I'm planning on taking my PMP within by the end of 2014. Yeah, end of 2014.
2024?
I mean, oh, sorry, yes, 2024.
I'm like 2014. I told y'all that they don't have some wine. We probably should have started off recording first before the wine and the tacos. Yeah, so that's okay. But so now that y'all, ooh, the real. I'm gonna name this episode the real. The real Ropa. So y'all really getting a different side of me because he's my homegirl. So we talked about careers and everything, and we are all moms. So I want to hear from you. How is it being so? Rebekkah is the newest mom of us. Shantae is a vet in the game. Period. No, Shantae, you a vet, low key. And I'm in the middle. Oh, and I'm literally in the middle. Yes. Oh, that's cute, right?
Yes. Our legend.
Oh, stop it.
We love him.
Oh, okay. So, how is it being a new mom, Rebekkah? How does it make you feel?
It's challenging, I will say that, but it's so worth it at the same time. Like I can understand now what it means when people like it's the greatest love that you'll ever experience. Like you really don't understand what it is until you go through that. And my daughter, she's just she's hilarious. She has so much personality. And sometimes I just look at her like, this is my child. This is crazy. But no, I love it. I really do. She's amazing.
Oh, and I just want to put in a soft plug that we are the god moms of Rebekkah's daughters. So, yes. So, Shantae, how is it being a mom? So Shantae has twin boys, okay? Let's talk about it. So Rebekkah and I have one, and we actually have a bonus child too. We both have bonus children, which is crazy. I don't even know how we got here. But Shantae, how is it being a mom of twin boys? Like teenagers. You ready to talk about it? Or you need take a sip of wine first, sis. No? Okay, because I feel like
it's not a bad thing. I will say I appreciate time and growth and the ability to learn because it is not easy, especially when you're trying to make sure that you're raising your children with good principles, good values, and also trying to let them be them and be supportive. And also just trying to break curses or like anything that you notice from your past. So it's very, very learning. It's very self-reflective, but also you got to remember as they continue to grow, especially now because they're in their teens, being able to balance and give them grace to a point, but also, I guess, enforcing have them understand about consequences, but also the importance of things. So they get their hands-on experience now. Like my biggest thing with them now is like trust is very heavy. I have to be able to trust you because if I can't trust you, I can't be your advocate. I can't be your support. But if we trust each other and the bond is strong and we work together and make sure you're successful, you'll be able to do things. I get it. You're older now. And you don't want me all up in your business, but like you're not about to be running all over here like, yo, what's your man? Calm down. But that's it.
I love it. So another thing I want to touch on a little bit is balancing motherhood, work life, and fun life. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And Shantae, she thought she had a break.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
I will say with that and with enabling them with that trust and knowing that they're getting older and knowing that like you are raising them with values and make sure they do what they're supposed to do, your fun life does seem to improve. I will say now they are a bit more independent. Like I tell them, I'm a single mom, so I'm like, we are a team. It is 3 of us. Your main job is to number 1, get an education and get good grades so you have all the tools to be successful. Number 2, clean my house because it is a thing. And I am not a boy mom. I detest that because it's like, I don't care if you're a man or a woman or whatever. You need to know how to take care of yourself and be self-sufficient. Nobody want to take care of nobody. and clean up after them. And Reddit is traumatizing. So, with all that being said, you're going to learn how to cook, you're going to learn how to clean, be responsible. And finally, it's one more. Oh my God. I feel like a Cardi B lyric. Yeah, act like you got some. Yeah, yeah. And then the other one is just yeah. The other one is have fun, be a child, but act like you got some common sense to be respectful for people. And remember what I taught you. Don't be out here cussing people out, being disruptive, thinking you fast, because we're not doing that. And that part comes in now at their teens. And it's hard as a parent to keep remembering. You got to remember they hormones jump in. But also giving them credit where credit is due, but that line. But it does get better. Like they'll go to my mom's if I'm going out of town, and like they're now a bit more independent, where they have people watch them, they're supervised, but like for the most part they decent. But I still have balance because of work.
Okay, so Rebekah, you being a new mom, and how do you balance work, mom life, and being outside?
I will say I've been hitting some roadblocks, and it's something I'm actually like, not the reason why I'm going to therapy, but I'm in therapy, and that was like the last thing I talked about was me trying to balance it all. Like I'm in school, literally full time, working, and the job feels like another baby. And then I have an 8-month-old, and then I have a man at home that's another baby. So sorry, I love him though, but it's hard. Like, it's hard for me to find time for myself. So I literally have to create the time for myself. Like I have to literally be like, okay, from this time to this time, I have to focus on me time, whatever that is, and not devote it to other people. So it's a work in progress, but it's definitely something that is hard because she's so young and she's so attached to me. Like everything is mama, 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 mama.
Are you still breastfeeding?
No. Oh. Yeah. She is off of the titty, okay? But she's still very much attached to me. And even with her dad is home, like, you know, she still want to be up under me. So it's hard, but I think the open communication that we have, me and Dre, like we have open communication. So I let him know I'm stressed. I don't have the energy. It's not in me right now. So, you know, we work that out, but it's a continuous journey, I'll say. Yeah.
All right. So ladies, are you ready? I don't know. Yeah, no. I guess I will give y'all the mic and y'all can ask me one question.
One. Okay.
The grand dame. And then, you know, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, now she wanna go first. Now she wanna go first. No, you going last. No, I'm just kidding. Here you go.
So hi, I would just like to say, long time listener, first time caller. I would just say, as I was just talking about it earlier, how I think it's so dope that we as Black women in the field that we're in were able to find each other and build community and support in a place where there was none. And not only use that community of like others, whether yeah and nay in the company or so forth, but throughout our careers, but we were able to maintain this bond, especially as because it grew from, for the most part, a professional relationship. And it's now to the point where we're in each other's lives, like aunties and godparents and like sisters and friends, and like actually being a part and building our own community. I just think that's very dope. So with that being said, as a woman of your stature, who I was joking with you last time, like, you know, you slash, you know, you intercontinental, big money, but I say that from a place of admiration and proudness as I am of your friend, and just seeing you as you build everything that you do. So how do you, I guess, balance it best to the point in a way? What is your inspiration to continue and just balance to the way that you do? Because you do it flawlessly, but I just like to ask others, like, how do they find their way to have solitude, have peace, have recharge?
So I'm going to be honest about this question. My mom said something to me when I was younger, and it stuck with me. And she said, never let anything or anybody, especially a man, stop you from doing what you want to do. And I don't know if that was good or bad because I haven't at all. If you in my way, you got to go. And I think it's because in this, we only get one life. And I want to try to achieve as much as I want, even if it sounds crazy. I want to be able to be like, okay, I did that. Like, what if, like next week, tomorrow, whatever, I don't have the ability to do something that I wanted to do. So I just look at it like we get one life, we get one chance, you get one opportunity because you never know what the future is going to bring. You know what I'm saying? So when people be like, oh, I'm going to take a trip in 5 years. Ooh, no, we not. We going to go outside tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm responsible with it, but I am learning to live for now instead of waiting until something else happens. So that's how I answered that. Rebekkah, do you have something for me?
Oh, Lord. Okay. I guess I would ask, what is your biggest obstacle right now?
Ooh, in life? I think my biggest obstacle right now is like sometimes I feel guilty for not spending as much time with the little one. And I say like not spending like a lot of time because I mean he's in daycare or whatever, and then by the time he gets home, I'm getting off work. I say a second shift, and I'm really tired. So naturally, if you're tired, like what you gonna do? You gonna chill? You know what I'm saying? But he ain't tired. He don't get tired. So he don't get tired. So sometimes I do feel guilty about that, feeling like I want to do more things with him, go more places with him. But this world is so crazy, and I really don't like going anywhere with him by myself because I have seen like people follow me in the store. So it's like, I got me, I got my baby. Like, hold on, because I'm going to protect my baby. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do feel guilty about, or that's the biggest obstacle that I have right now. I wish I could have like a nanny or a bodyguard with me. And, like we'll go outside like a little bit more, or even often fantasize about me not working and just be like, oh, we finna go catch a plane ride somewhere, or he likes trains, so we about to go get on a train and just ride the train downtown or something like that. So sometimes I feel a little bit guilty about working too. But that's the biggest obstacle, is really just like pushing through to do the things that he actually wants to do, which is very minimal, build blocks, color, paint on me. Children are simple, just like men. Ooh. Oh, sorry.
I thought she was going side and above.
And wasn't. So, anybody have any last thoughts they want to share? Any advice for, I guess, Shantae, like mom of multiples? If anyone is listening and maybe needs advice, because I actually used to want like twins, and then this one came along, and I was like, one at a time. I don't know. Get them both out the way, I guess. But then you think about that toddler stage. People say the newborn, baby, no, the toddler stage is crazy. Is it crack? The toddler stage is something, I'm telling you. So any advice that you have for a mom of multiples? Like, how do you do it?
It's not crack. Yes, I am. I will say one big thing is, yes, I am very now officially one and done. That was one of the benefits. Yeah, two and done. Two birds, one stone was a lot. And I feel like I'm okay. And they're also in their teen years, and I am looking at my age, and I'm looking at the benefits of it. Although, if you're not ready, you're fine. Not miss anything. It's okay. Plus, so many other options. Fostering is a great option. I will say for me, I said if I was, that would be my option. Or like, I want to get to the point of doing big brother, big sister now, but I'm trying to wait a little bit until the boys are pretty set, because we are now in the teen high school year, so it's a bit. I would say now I do try to use some of my project management skills into home. Like for example, I do a lot of to-do lists, a lot of planning, calendars. I make sure I spend quality time with my children. Although we are kind of cramped now in the house now, they're a bit more independent now, as you can kind of hear. But now, like going to school, they also now going to separate schools. So That's a bit of an adjustment, yes.
Do you spend quality time with each of them or together?
I do a combination of both.
Oh, nice.
So now what I try to do, like we'll do little things. Like for example, with Nathan, me and him were able to bond a lot because of his high school open house things that we did. And because of the time and location, we had multiple opportunities to kind of go out. We kind of made a day of it. We may go get like a decaf beverage or like some coffee or something, or we may just walk around, or we may just go and we talk. And I try to talk to them about things that's going on to be relatable. Because I'm not trying to be the cool mom, but also trying to make sure I'm doing a good job of listening out and practicing what I preach. And for Malcolm, I do the same thing, but I try to tailor it to what they want. I'm sorry. And we also do what we call family day. Like we just went to Zulai's over the weekend, and they have a little brother on their dad's side, so I'll get him on occasion and bring us so they can have kind of family time because that stuff's kind of important to me. But I try to talk to them, but I use a lot of my project management skills like, hey, this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. And I try to do that for my budget. Like, my goal right now is to get my house. That's why I'm now prepping for my next thing, but and studying. So it's all like a big balancing act, but like you find it in time. And I think for me, the other thing is, as a single parent, I have learned that I now need to. I'm also a Capricorn, so this is probably very earth signing for me, but I'm okay being a very semi solo dolo person. Like I have friends, I have community, but I take time in my solace and myself. So I do a lot of things now, like hiking or like meditation more. Or now I just do things like I'll do things I enjoy. I'm now getting back into reading. I'm reading a book called A Perfect Vintage by Chelsea Fagan from like the Financial Diary, who I also listen to. And I do a lot of things like meditation, Zen yoga, and like hike around things. So just finding something for you so you can reflect and recharge so you can continue to give your all and just stay focused and kind of find you a purpose. I have learned that like it's not all about material. It's a bigger than that. Everything is a bigger picture. And I'm one of those people who try to be half glass full, not empty, and being optimistic. So like, yes, this may happen and this may suck, but this, and just continuing to show a thing of true gratitude and reflection of what you can do and what you can help, but also taking your time for you. So
nice. So Rebekah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What's a good question for you? What would you tell a new mom that is struggling to find time for herself?
I would say that it's very important to make the time for yourself. And even though that kind of sounds like, okay, that's impossible, but you really have to. Like, you have to be your best self, because you're not going to be, if you're not together yourself, you're not going to show up as the best person for your child. It's going to just be like a triple effect. They can feel your energy. They can feel your drain. They can feel your negativity. You know what I mean? They can feel that you have nothing else to really give. Even though you feel like you have to be everything to your child, if you're not right with yourself, you're still gonna fall short. So it's really important to call up that grandmama, call up that auntie, watch this baby for a few hours. You know what I mean? Like, you probably have more of a community or a village than you think that you do. Even if you feel like you're alone, you're really, you're not alone. You really have to reach out to people that you need help. Be honest about that. I've started therapy when I was pregnant, because I had a lot of like, I have a complicated relationship with my mom. I have a complicated relationship with my sisters. And I knew that if I didn't deal with that, that was going to trickle down to how I parent Zaya. So I'm a huge advocate for therapy. Yes. We all are. Listen, Black people need therapy. I don't care what they tell you. Yes. So yeah, start your therapy journey. Find a good therapist. It's not every therapist is a good therapist. That's another topic for another podcast. Yeah. Find a really good therapist that actually helps you do the work. And yeah, when that baby go to sleep, sometimes get your rest, but sometimes use that time to recharge. Do what you love to do. If it's writing, if it's watching your favorite show, whatever makes you happy, still carve out time for that, because that's really, really important. And then, I know my girl Whitney is a praying mom, so she gonna appreciate me saying this, but definitely rely on God, because that's so important. Like, I feel like I have prayed more just from being pregnant down to now than I have in my entire life. So yeah, I would say prayer, therapy, and just reaching out to your village that you need help.
Oh, I was finna cry. All right, y'all. So we are at over 10 minutes because y'all know my podcast. Baby, we had things to say. Okay. No, but I really enjoyed this conversation with you both. And just, I appreciate y'all doing this because y'all don't know we had a lot of technical difficulties, y'all.
This is our third take, by the way. No,
No, you didn't have to.
okay.
You ain't have to embarrass me like that. No, kidding. But yeah, so thank you all for listening to Unplugged with Just Wit. As always, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Rebekkah. Thank you, Shantae, for joining and agreeing to come on. So we about to sign out because we about to go outside. No, not for real. We probably about to go to bed.
Please.
Oh, no? All right.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Unplugged with Just Wit podcast. Before we part ways, remember to hit the subscribe button so we can keep the conversation going. And hey, don't keep all this goodness to yourself. Don't be shy. Share this podcast and spread the love on social media. Until next time, keep rocking that mom life with lots of Jesus and know that you're doing an amazing job, sis.